This is the timeline of the Mongol Empire from 1206, when Temujin received the title of Genghis Khan, to the death in 1370 of the last emperor of Yuan dynasty in China, who had been deposed in 1368. The Yuan emperors used the title of Khagan of the Mongols as successors to Genghis as overlord of all the Mongol dominions. Though after the death of Kublai Khan in 1294, their suzerainty over the other divisions of the Mongol Empire was almost notional. The Mongol Empire is usually considered to have come to an end in 1368. Though the title of Khagan continued to be used by the rulers of the northern Yuan dynasty, a far less powerful successor entity, until 1634. 1206. Upon domination of Mongolia, Temujin from the Orkhon Valley received the title Genghis Khan, thought to mean universal ruler or oceanic ruler or firm, a resolute ruler. 1207. The Mongols' operations against the Western Xia, which comprised much of northwestern China and parts of Tibet. This campaign lasted until 1210, with the Western Xia ruler submitting to Genghis Khan. During this period, the Uyghur Turks also submitted peacefully to the Mongols and became valued administrators throughout the empire. The creation of classic Mongolian script. 1211. Genghis Khan led his armies across the Gobi Desert against the Jin dynasty of northern China. 1215. The Mongols captured the Jin capital of Zhongdu in the Battle of Zhongdu. 1218. The execution of Mongol envoys by the Khwarezmian Shah Muhammad set in motion the first Mongol westward thrust. 1219. The Mongols crossed the Jaxartes and began their invasion of Transoxian. 1219–1221. While the campaign in southern China was still in progress, the Mongols waged a war in Central Asia and destroyed the Khwarezmid Empire. One notable feature was that the campaign was launched from several directions at once. In addition, it was notable for special units assigned by Genghis Khan personally to find and kill Ala al-Din Muhammad II. The Khwarezm Shah, who fled from them, and ultimately ended up hiding on an island in the Caspian Sea. 1223. The Mongols gained a decisive victory at the Battle of the Kukha River, the first engagement between the Mongols and the East Slavic warriors. 1227. Genghis Khan's death. Mongol leaders returned to Mongolia for Kurutai. The empire at this point covered nearly 24 million km², about 4 times the size of the Roman or Macedonian empires. 1229. Ogedai elected as Great Khan. 1231. The Mongols begin their invasion of Korea. 1232. Mongol siege of Kaifeng. Missile rockets were used by Jurcheds for the first time in history. 1234. Kaizhou fell to the Mongols and the Jin Emperor Aizong committed suicide. The Mongols conquered the Jurchen dynasty. 1236. The beginning of the Mongol invasion of Europe. 1236–1237. The Mongol Song War began. 1237. Under the leadership of Batu Khan, the Mongols returned to the west and began their campaign to subjugate Kiev in Rus. 1236–1239. The Mongol invasion of Georgia and Armenia under Chorma Khan. 1240. The Mongols sacked Kiev. 1241. Hungarians and Croatians at the Battle of Sajo and Poles, Templars and Teutonic Knights at the Battle of Legnica are beaten. 1241 and 1242. The Mongols under Batu and Kadan invaded Bulgaria and forced him to pay annual tribute as vassals. 1243. Western army made Seljuks of Anatolia a part of Mongol Empire. The lesser Armenians in the Empire of Trebizond surrendered to the Mongol Empire. 1246. Gayuk elected as Great Khan. 1247. The first registration of the population of the empire. 1248. Great Khan Gayuk died. 1251. Monka, the elder son of Tolua, elected as Great Khan. The Great Purge of the Ojibdum Chagatai families. 1253. Mongol control over Yunnan. The administration of monetary affairs was established in Karakoram. 1256. Hulagu exterminated the order of Hashashans, whose leader was known as Old Man of the Mountain. The foundation of Ilkhanate. Beji crushed the rebellion of the Seljuks in Turkey. 1257. The first Mongol invasion of Tibet, which put the country in temporary humiliated vassalage. Mongols sacked Fanglong. Deadly heat forced him to leave Vietnam. 1258. The Mongols occupied Baghdad. The fate of Abbasid Caliphate. Incursion against Lithuania. 1259. Mongol invasion of Syria. The death of Monka. Rebellions of ruling aristocracies in Georgia and Armenia. Second incursion against Poland, led by Burundi. 1260. The Battle of Ain Jalut and the First Battle of Homs. Mongol defeated by Egyptian Mamluks. 1260. Two great Khans in Mongol Empire. Kublai Khan and Ariq Boka. The Toluid civil war had begun, which marked the end of a united empire. 1260. The end of the direct rule of Goryeo as a result of the peace treaty. Goryeo became a tributary client kingdom of the Mongol Yuan dynasty. 1262. The war between Golden Horde and Ilkhanate in Caucasus. Burqa-Hulagu War. 1264. Kublai won the supporters of Ariq Boka. 1269. Kaidu, with support from Chagatai Khanate and Golden Horde, held an assembly to oppose Kublai. 1269. The School of Mongolian Language Studies was established by Kublai Khan's decree. Fagspa script was introduced by Fagspa Lama, who became the imperial preceptor. 1271. The establishment of Yuan dynasty by Kublai Khan. 1273. Paper money known as Chow issued by the decree of Kublai Khan within the Yuan dynasty. 1274. The first Mongol invasion of Japan. The second full-scale census in the Golden Horde and its vassals Russian principalities. Smolensk, the last of Russian major city-states, became subject to the Golden Horde. 1276. The fall of Song dynasty to the Yuan dynasty. 1279. Mongols of Yuan dynasty became supreme lords of all China. 1281. The second Mongol invasion of Japan. 1281. The Second Battle of Homs. Mongol defeated by Egyptian Mamluks. 1284. Failed Second Mongol invasion of Vietnam. 1287. Pagan kingdom falls to Mongols of Yuan dynasty who installed a puppet king. Third incursion against Poland. 1288. Failed Third Mongol invasion of Vietnam, which made Thai Viet and Kampa tributary vassals of the Yuan dynasty. 1293. Mongol raid on Java. 1294. Kublai Khan died. His grandson Timur Khan became his successor of the Yuan dynasty. 1295. Islamization of Ilkhanate. The rulers of Thai states visited the court of the Yuan to show their respects. 1299. The Battle of Wadi al-Khazanda, a Mongol victory over the Mamluks. 1303. The Battle of Marj al-Safar. Mongols are defeated by Mamluks. The end of the Mongol invasion to Syria. 1304. Peace negotiation between Mongol Khanates. However, the fighting between Duwa and Chapa, the son of Kaidu, broke out shortly afterwards. 1305. The Yaman trade routes between Mongol Khanates were reopened. 1307. The Mongol conquest of Gilan region. 1310. Chapa submitted to the Emperor of Yuan dynasty. 1315. Islamization of Golden Horde. Ozbeg Khan persecuted non-Muslim Tatar Mongols in Russia. 1323. The Ossetian-or Asud Guard under Tegshi murdered Jijin Khan of the Yuan dynasty on his way from the summer palace Shangdu to the capital at Dadu. The Ilkhanate made a truce with the Mamluks, ending the half-century-long Mamluk-Ilkhanate War. 1327. The large rebellion in Tver against against Mongol rule. Ozbek punished them harshly with the assistance of the Muscovites and sent Russian prisoners to his nominal suzerain Jairatu Khan Tufdima of the Yuan. 1335. Last effective Ilkhan Abbasid died, followed by the disintegration of Ilkhanate. 1353. Last of the powerful Ilkhanid contender, Tofatima, was assassinated. 1356. Yani Beg conducted a military campaign in Azerbaijan and conquered the city of Tabriz, destroying Chapanid dynasty and compelled the Jalayirids to surrender. He also asserted Jochid dominance over the Chagatai Khanate, attempting to unite three Khanates of the Mongol Empire. 1359. The assassination of Burda Beg. The Age of Great Troubles began. 1368. Yuan dynasty overthrown by the Ming dynasty. The last Yuan ruler, Tofontima, fled north to Shangdu. 1370. Tofontima died in Yingchang. His son Ayushiridara retreated to Karakoram in Mongolia, which became known as the Northern Yuan dynasty. Timur became the emir of Chagatai Khanate.